Whatever happened in Kisii today indicates that politics is so dynamic. The former cabinet secretary Fred Matiang'i, who was so much respected in Kisii, today was not accorded that respect in a comparison to the Senator Nairobi Edwin Sifuna, who also is the leader of the Linda Mwananchi faction. The way he was received today after he alighted from the chopper, the kind of love the people of Kisii showed him, it indicates right now the wave of Sifuna has gone past the boundaries and now it is settling in the entire Kisii region. Watch this. Whatever happened today is unprecedented. No one ever imagined that just a mere senator, Edwin Sifuna, could amass a lot of respect, could equally be, so influential more than even someone who was served as the cabinet secretary for 10 years. This has happened today. It indicates that Sifuna is destined for greatness, and that is drawing attention from all corners from this or rather of this country. But there are many reasons why this is happening, not in Kisii, not in Meru, not in Mount Kenya. Recently, he was in Mount Kenya where he was condoling with the Kanini Kega, the former member of parliament, Kieni constituency, and you could see the kind of love the people of the Mount Kenya region accorded Edwin Sifuna, and that tells you something. Love is something you don't force people. It's not something you can really tell people that you should love this kind of leader. They say that love is begotten. The same way with respect. Respect equally is begotten, and equally you cannot dictate or demand respect. But for Edwin Sifuna's respect, it came just naturally because of many things, because of who Edwin Sifuna is, because Edwin Sifuna knows how to talk to the people, and equally, if you listen keenly to the way Sifuna addresses a public, the kind of approach he gives, how fluent he is, the way, his points make sense, you can really say that this man is really destined for greatness. And the problem with him, he only thinks he is a senator, yet he is a presidential candidate, and he should be ranked in the caliber of presidential aspirants in Kenya. There are many reasons why this is happening, but I've been telling you a lot about Edwin Sifuna lately, and in my past videos I've been giving you so many reasons. So I'll take you through main reasons why this happened in Kisii today, and it is because number one, Sifuna resonates so well with the youths, and no matter which tribe, no matter which corner of this country, Edwin Sifuna can still get the love, can also be applauded by the youths because he speaks the language that youths understand. Actually in Kenya, there are only 3 Not even 3. There are only 2 leaders in Kenya who resonate so well with the youth, and those are 2 leaders from Nairobi, the Senator Edwin Sifuna, and equally the Embakasi East Member of Parliament, Babu Owino. Those 2 leaders, these are the leaders who can speak to the youth. These are the leaders who the youth understand. They can speak that language, and also they know the plight of the youths in Kenya right now. That is why when they talk, whenever they address, you can see how the youths, become amused. They become so much aroused. They listen to them more than they can listen to these old chaps, the likes of Gachagua, the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka. And equally, whatever happened in Kisii, number 2, it is because of the Matiang'i influence has started diminishing slowly. Matiang'i, when he came back from the States, where he was working in the World Bank, many people received him. They knew that the leader who could save the people from the chains of William Ruto would be Fred Matiang'i. Because among the people who presented themselves as the next presidents aspiring, of course, are Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, and Fred Matiang'i. So among those, the Gen Zs saw it wise to choose Fred Matiang'i then. Yeah. So Fred Matiang'i, when he came, many people were talking good about Matiang'i despite his iniquities, despite all the questionable things during his tenure as the Cabinet Secretary Interior. So today, things have changed because the youths now, the Gen Zs, the millennials, have gotten someone who speaks their language, someone who they resonate with, and that is Edwin Sifuna. Therefore, the wave of Fred Matiang'i has diminished greatly, while that of Edwin Sifuna has risen. That is why the kind of reception Edwin Sifuna was given today in Kisii is incomparable to that of Fred Matiang'i. Because those who receive these leaders, they are youths, not old mamas and old dads, they are youths. So if youths received Edwin Sifuna much than Fred Matiang'i, and yet Fred Matiang'i there, Kisii, it's his home turf, that speaks volume. Is because this man, his influence is now more than that of Fred Matiang'i. Another reason why this happened today, Kisii region was Baba's bedroom. Raila Odinga really was loved in Kisii region. Kisiis spoke the language of Raila Amolo Odinga. And therefore, when Raila Odinga died, and we had 2 factions of ODM, with Edwin Sifuna leading the Linda Wananchi, Edwin Sifuna went with the people who believed that Edwin Sifuna carried the spirit of Raila Odinga. Even many people in Kisii were saying that the spirit of Raila Odinga has reincarnated in form of Sifuna. This is because the way he talks, the way he resonates well with the people, the adults and the youths, the way he presents himself. Yeah, he's someone who is not greedy of power. He's someone who has respect. Yeah, in as much as is the leader of the Linda Mwananchi, there is no single day he has ever allowed someone like James Orengo, who is elderly, to speak before he speaks. He always speaks, and then James Orengo speaks later, because of that respect. Not that he is the leader. You remember, he's the leader of the Linda Mwananchi and is supposed to speak last. But akuna ile heshima, anasema no, Orengo is senior, he has been the senior counsel for so long, ni miaka yake imeenda, in as much as I'm the leader of this group, let us accord him the respect he needs. It's because of Edwin Sifuna. He was well groomed by Raila Odinga. And then lastly, Sifuna has branded himself as the people's spokesperson. Whatever he speaks for the people. That's why you see he speaks about today. In fact, in Kisii, he spoke about William Ruto, allegedly killing the Gen Zs. He has been talking about Albert Ojwang, who died in one of the police cells. He has been saying so many things, not even in his county, Nairobi. Yeah, the one he leads. He speaks for so many people. Yeah, and that has placed him in a better position to be loved. Yani ile mapenzi na kujanga tu, si unalazimishia mtu, si hata nini. Yeah, that is the reason why Sifuna was received as a king in Kisii. Yeah, and Matiang'i was never received the same way. That is the main reason. I don't know what you think. I know you have your opinion too. You can write it in the comment section. I know there are people who don't love Sifuna equally. You are allowed to write your comments. You can even insult me the way some of you know best. You can insult me. Those are comments still. I'll respond to each and every comment, and that will make maybe a basis of whatever I'm going to talk about in the coming video. Remember, if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.